feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always.
Wesley Cordova versus Jermaine Anderson in combat grappling. It's going to be an exciting night.
So let me know when you want to be muted. Because I can actually do that. He's doing it right now. So just a quick one. Don't stand in front of this camera. You're good there. So feel free to talk about the card a little bit.
So first up, guys, with our boxing exhibition, Faith Van Dyke and Billy Thorncraft. That's going to be our first match, like I said. And then match 2, we have a heavyweight kickboxing match coming in, Jared Sanchez versus Bryant Monroy. It's going to be an exciting fight. The heavyweight kickboxing guys are always exciting. I think we have another heavyweight pankration fight coming at the main event between Thomas Ebby and Mark Raposa. That's going to be an exciting match. All of our pankration bouts are three-minute rounds, exciting fights for every matchup. Rachel Hofer from Titan MMA fighting Aoi from DCS. We also have our 155-pound pankration between Devontae Barzod and Sebastian Costello. That's going to be an exciting one. Really looking forward to this grappling match between Kaylin Ray and Caleb Abernoth. That combat grappling is going to be super exciting tonight. This is only the second or third time I've been cage side at a combat grappling match. They're always violent and exciting.
We'll be starting here in just a few minutes. Please find your seats. If there are no seats in standing room only, those who do try to keep a clear lane for the athletes entering the cage between matches in the center. Thank you very much.
We're going to get started here in a minute, waiting for our first athlete to walk out.
They can hear you.
We could spice it up a little bit. So mustard.
I'd like to point out a couple highlight matches. Match number 5, we have a kickboxing bout between Gunnar Cronus and Denny Chanthavamone from Titan MMA. It's going to be Denny's first kickboxing debut under Titan. We're really excited to see him come out and compete. I don't know much about Gunnar Cronus, but it's going to be an exciting fight. I know that. Just from seeing highlights of both these guys, I know they both like to come and bring the pressure. We also have Lataya James and Alicia Dillon. Lataya competed, and Alicia both competed in the last Battle Grappling in the 8-women tournament. So I'm excited to see these two get back at it. Rachel Hofer out of Titan fighting a girl out of DCS in their 130 Pankration bout. Rachel Hofer coming off a win in her BFL debut. And Aoi Fujiyama, I believe, is 1-1 in Pankration. All right, guys, here we go. First match is ready to go. We're going to have some athletes walking out.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here at Battle Pankration. Everyone in the audience, thank you so much for being here. You're why we're here, or rather, you're the reason we can do this. And thank you so much to all the athletes who are going to put on an amazing show tonight. Is everyone excited? Yeah, I am. Okay, let's get match 1 to the cage, please.
First up, out of the blue corner, we have Faith Van Dyke fighting out of Battlefield MMA. Bellingham MMA, excuse me. Big pop for our ring card boy. Faith looks ready to go. And next, out of the red corner, we have Billy Thorncraft out of Action. She's ready to go. Cage door is locked, and we are ready for action here. Referee's just going to get us set up. We're scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds here in all of our boxing and kickboxing fights. Here we go, first round. Billy owning the center of the octagon so far. Faith moving her feet quite a bit. Faith is switching her stances. Billy owning that center of the octagon. Really using that jab. Good footwork. These girls are starting strong. Lots of volume, lots of footwork, lots of movement.
Make it double. There you go. There you go.
Billy still owning the center of the octagon here. Faith moving around the outside. She lands that right hand very well. Whoa. Billy landing that jab and the right hand behind it. Head movement looking good. Great movement by Faith. She's moving enough. I'd like to see Faith sit down on a couple of these shots. We're looking at 20 seconds left now. Pretty even round. Looking like Faith landing a little more, but Billy owning that center of the octagon, pressing forward. There we go. Oh, nice counter jab. Coming back, pressing forward.
Time.
Good first round by both girls. Even first round by both girls. High pace first round. Both girls with lots of movement, lots of strikes. I'd like to see Faith start pressing forward a little bit more and maybe sit down on her punches. We want to get Billy to stop coming forward so much. Billy's owning the center of that octagon, so we'd like to see her back up. And then for Billy, we'd like to see her, again, sitting down on those punches now. Stopping that movement a little bit, cutting the corner. Very even first round.
Seconds out.
Round two, here we go. Billy again pressing forward, right? Faith with a lot of footwork and movement side to side. But I'd like to see her sit down on these punches. Billy's doing a good job using her jab, keeping Faith on the outside. Lots of sideways movement from Faith. She really likes that right hand coming over top of the guard. Oh, Billy coming forward, landing some strikes here, walking her down. I'd like to see Billy cut the cage a little bit more instead of chasing. Faith picking it up a little bit more this round. A little more volume. Yeah, we need to see Billy with a little more volume come forward again like in the first round. I think she's slowing down a little bit. Back at it. We might see Billy starting to get tired here. Faith also slowing down a little bit on the outside. Oh, Billy with a nice body shot. She's coming forward. I want to see her cut the cage though. She's chasing a little too much. Nice head movement there. Oh, she's got her hurt.
Keep pushing forward. Keep moving forward, Billy.
Faith ducking for that body shot, leaving her chin open a little bit.
10 seconds. Go. Keep the pressure.
Good end of the second round by Billy. I think Billy might have stolen that second round. Very close round, but a little more volume and forward pressure by Billy at the end of the second round there. Now Billy looked like she started to get a little tired at the end of the round there. Faith still with a lot of footwork, so I'd like to see Faith pick it up in the last round here. We need to see Billy cut the corner a little bit, stop chasing Faith. I like to see her get in front, land that jab, and follow it up with a right hand. I think Faith's got a little work cut out for her in order to steal this fight. She's going to have to press forward, sit down on her punches, get a little respect from Billy.
Seconds out.
All right, last round about to start here. Very close fight.
Ready?
Nice, there's Billy coming forward. Lots of footwork. Oh, these girls are coming in heavy in the third round. Let's see who wants it.
Keep your hands tight, chin down.
Billy attacking from the southpaw position now. Switches back to orthodox. She lands that jab really well from both stances. Faith with lots of side-to-side movement still. Oh. Let's see Billy start to cut her off a little more. It's not chaser. Faith is moving well on the outside. Who wants it now in this third round? Who's going to land? Who wants it? Billy seems to be landing shots and walking her down. She's got to cut off that cage a little bit, though. 1 minute left in this fight. 1 minute. Who wants to dig deep and find the win?
Only forward, come on. Only forward, hands up.
Billy's coming forward now.
Come on, Billy. Left hand touch, left hand.
Coming forward. Those are good shots.
Stay close, there you go.
Billy coming in with that jab.
Stay there. Don't back up. Keep forward, there you go. Stay there, close. Hands.
Face starting to drop her hands a little bit. I think she's getting tired. That sideways movement's looking good. 30 seconds left in this last round. Who wants it now? Who wants it? These girls are going to pick it up in the last few seconds. There are those shots. If we pick up this volume, we could see a stoppage. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Who wants this fight? Let's see who wants this fight. The crowd's into it now. Crowd's into it. What a fight by these two girls. What a great fight. Very close fight. Very close fight.
Put them on both and then they bring it. Let's go.
All the striking bouts at Battle Pankration tonight are exhibition matches. So we have no judging criteria, but that was a very, very close fight. I don't know how the judges would score this one. That was an excellent fight. Great match by these two ladies. Crowd loves it. Crowd loves it. Now we start looking towards our second bout of the evening. We got a heavyweight kickboxing fight between Sanchez from Bellingham MMA and Brian Monroy from 10K. Heavyweight kickboxing, always an interesting one.
Okay, that was a hell of a way to get started. I'm hoping that was how the rest of that's going to go. You set in the right tone tonight. Well, let's go on all the way to the other end of the size bracket to a heavyweight kickboxing fight. Let's get our match 2 to ringside.
I'm sure you guys can hear the energy in this room. The guys over at Battle Pankration always fill the room. We have a really good crowd here, very educated crowd. Especially for a card like this with mixed bouts. It's nice to have an educated crowd that knows what they're cheering for. All right, first come to the cage. In the blue corner, we have Jared Sanchez out of Bellingham MMA. Jared Sanchez ready to go. Out of the red corner now, we got Bryant Monroy at a 10K. Bryant Monroy walking to the cage. Big boys hit hard. We could see some excitement in this fight. The crowd's been really looking forward to this one. Here we go, guys. First round, 2 minutes. Now remember, this is a kickboxing bout, so we're going to see a lot of kicks coming in. Jared already, and we're right into it, guys. Swinging hard and heavy. Swinging hard and heavy. Trading leg kicks back and forth. Hard leg kicks back and forth. Whoa. Oh, Jared with heavy hands up against the cage. Good body kick. Brian exchanging with that leg kick. Jared coming forward. Heavy left hook. A lot of energy being expended in the first minute of this fight here. Oh, Bryant with a nice right hand. He's going to have to get some respect out of Jared here. Jared just pushing the action up against the cage. Jared's just keeping him up against that cage, ripping the body well. Bryant with a counter. Nice body kick by Jared. Returned. Oh, big leg kick by Bryant coming in now. Jared pushing the pressure up against the fence. Good body shots. Keeping that pressure up against the cage. Coming over top with the right hand. Left hand behind it. This is a great fight, you guys. Jared came to fight today. Bryant's not taking a step back, though. I'd like to see a little more footwork out of Bryant. Get off this cage. Jared's pressing him real hard. Big teep out of Bryant. Nice right hand. Jared keeps coming forward. Those leg kicks are going to start adding up in the later rounds. Couple big teeps by both these guys exchanging. We're 15 seconds left into this first round. Another big body kick by Jared. Jared pressing that action. Jared coming forward the whole time. Big shots landed up against this cage. 5 seconds left in the first round.
Time.
Great first round. Exciting first round. Lots of big shots exchanged. Jared coming forward pretty much that whole first round. Bryant doing a good job keeping him at bay. Jared with a lot of forward pressure. Bryant had some nice counters in there. Both guys landed heavy leg kicks, heavy teeps. Couple nice heavy right hands. like to see Jared work this body a little bit more. It's going to open up the head. Bryant's got some really good leg kicks and really good teeps, so we can keep Jared at bay and start getting a little bit of space, get himself off the cage. I think he'll start to open up a little bit there. Close fight so far. Corners on their way out now, getting ready for round 2.
All right, fighter ready?
Here we go, guys. Round 2 about to start. Bryant now taking the center of the octagon. Jared walking him back right away. That forward pressure is everything for Jared. He likes coming forward. Keeping that pressure against the cage. Oh, nice kick by Bryant. That's good footwork to get off the wall there. I want to see more of that footwork, turning side to side, not going straight backwards. These are good kicks coming from Bryant. Jared's got good forward pressure, heavy, heavy hands.
Good. Yep. Set him up. Hands out. Hands up. Hands up. Start working with that hands right away.
Jared seems to be headhunting a little bit with these hands, so let's see him go back to the body.
Here we go.
But that forward pressure seems to be working very well against Bryant. Very well. There's a nice body shot. Again to the body. Jared's got to find his range a little bit. He's a little too close, crowding Bryant here. Keeping him up against the wall is really good. Those hands are starting to unload. Big leg kick counter. Jared's still right in front of him, though. These guys exchanging shots back and forth. All offense today. Jared circling off. Back into the center of the octagon. Jared still just coming forward. Big body shots. Another right hand over top. That's what we need to see is a little more body shots to open up that head. Good check. We got 30 seconds left in this second round, excuse me. Big right hand by Bryant. Jared still coming forward. Jared just eating them coming forward. Big shots. Ooh, Bryant needs to circle off now, start opening up. Those hands are coming low. We got 10 seconds left in this second round. Jared's starting to tee off in the end of this round. Let's see if he can steal it.
Time.
Another very, very close round. Very close round. Jared with that forward pressure in both these first 2 rounds, I think that's edging him out. Bryant's got some good counters, but he needs to use his footwork to get off the cage a little bit more. He's getting stuck up against the wall. And then it's hard for him to get shots off because Jared's just in his face. This third round, both these guys are a little tired now, so we're going to see who wants it. These guys are going to have to dig deep to get a win. Jared taking a few big, deep breaths over in the corner. Bryant looking like the fresher fighter right now, but we're going to see what happens at the start of the third round.
Seconds out.
All right, third and final, about to go. Last 2 minutes, guys. Let's see who wants this.
Go.
Jared again is going to want to take the center of that octagon and press. Bryant trying to earn a little respect. He doesn't want to get backed up against that cage. Ooh, there's that big right hand he's looking for. Jared pressing forward. Bryant's going to have to get off this cage now. Circle off that cage. Jared really pressing forward on that action. Really using that pressure.
Here we go. Use our jab. We establish range again. Here, up.
Both these guys starting to show a little sign of fatigue. Volume coming a little less now, but the power still remains. That's a big left hook from Jared. Might have hurt Bryant a little bit. Oh, big uppercut now. Another body shot. Counter right from Bryant. Can't put Bryant away. This guy keeps answering back. 1 minute left in this third round. These guys came to fight today. Big left hand by Jared, followed by a body shot. There's the pressure we like to see. Push him up against the cage. Brian's throwing back though. He's not out of there yet. We got to see some footwork by Brian to get off that cage. There it is, right back to the center. Jared showing signs of fatigue now. Big breaths by Jared. Big body kick though.
Gotta fire here. Good, now you gotta fire. Good. There you go. Good, same deal. Set him up. Good check, good.
Beautiful combo by Brian, excuse me. 30 seconds left in this third and final round. Big body kick by Jared, push him up against the cage. Overhand right, just missed. 20 seconds left. Who's gonna want this win? Beautiful. 10 seconds left. Who wants it in the last 10 seconds? Who's going to dig deep for this win? Jared pressing forward. Brian's going to have to get something big going here. And time. What a great fight by these two heavyweights. Great fight by these two heavyweights. Very, very close fight again in our second bout. Jared with most of the forward pressure, but Bryant landing a lot of counter shots, some heavy body kicks, heavy leg kicks, a few big right hands. Jared with some big, big uppercuts, teeps to the body and pressure against the cage though. Another close fight. I'm glad we don't have judges for the first couple fights because these are too close to score. Crowd loves it. We all love it. Great fight, you guys. All right, as we get prepared for our third bout of the evening, we're looking at a beginner grappling match between Andrew Jeffries from Bellingham MMA and Eli Crosston from Devon's.
Okay. Well then, I think we're done here. I think that was like all the fight we needed. Oh wait, no, we got 11 more matches. Crazy. All right, coming up next we have a 155-pound grappling match in the beginner rule sets. Let's get match 3 to the cage, please.
Coming up first out of the blue corner, we have Andrew Jeffries out of Bellingham MMA. All right. Andrew Jeffries is in the cage, ready to go. We have Eli Crosston coming up next. Eli Crosston out of Devon's. Andrew Jeffries out of the home gym here at Bellingham MMA. This is going to be a fun match. So we're under the beginner rule set here for grappling for this bout. So the beginner rule set is straight ankle locks, and actually straight ankle locks are the only allowed leg submission. Other than that, there are no knee bars, toe holds, or heel hooks. No spine locks like twisters or can openers. Looks like Eli has a little bit of a wrestling base, looking for this single leg. Scoop to the high single. Eli, that heavy pressure so far.
Let's go lower body.
This is a 6-minute grappling match.
Lower body on the hips.
30 seconds in so far.
Head position.
Fighting for position right now. Eli looking to push him up against the cage and scoop a double. Gets his takedown. Gets his takedown. Andrew's going to have to either use the wall to start standing, or he's going to have to push himself away from the wall to start playing guard. Hard to play guard with your head up against the cage. Here we go. Now we're in more of a grappling scenario where you can start playing guard.
pass. Pull those grips off your ankle. Throw those legs. Yeah, here we go. You can stand up too. Stand up.
Good. Andrew's sitting up here to play a little bit open guard.
There we go, there we go.
Eli with distance passing. He likes a little bit of forward
Keep your
pressure.
head up, keep your head up. Posture, posture, posture.
Andrew trying to pull him into a close guard scenario here.
There you go. Establish side control.
Eli about to pass. Can he pass this knee though?
Push that knee through.
Andrew recovers guard. Almost recovers guard.
Hit that pressure.
Now we're in a leg drag scenario.
Settle.
Eli really fighting to pass these legs. Andrew doing a good job keeping his knees up. Not letting himself get mounted or get passed.
Let's clear that.
I'd like to see Andrew start elevating into Ashi and start attacking a straight ankle lock. I'd like to see Eli start pressing and moving side to side to get past those legs.
The hands on the knees.
That's a nice pass attempt.
Let's go, Eli.
Got past the legs, now we need to establish control here.
Head arm.
Eli looking to start taking the back if Andrew turns over. Andrew turns into him, almost hits a sweep. Gets his legs back in front of him, now he's on top. Gets his sweep on top. Andrew now into a closed guard position. Let's see what Eli can do off his back here. I think Eli's going to start looking to shoot this triangle. The way he's got that up grip on the wrist tells me he's going to look for a triangle.
Grab the lat. Grab the lat.
Or if he can squeeze his head out here, he might take the back.
Keep circling out.
Looks like he's turning the corner to start taking the back. That lat grip really helps him climb the back. He's got his body triangle going.
Keep coming up. Keep coming up.
Andrew's got to use that right arm to swim an underhook to keep him flat on his back. Right now, that right arm is across Andrew's body, and it's allowing Eli to start climbing up the back here.
Let go of that body triangle and bring your legs through a little bit more.
Oh, uses it to sweep and get up into mound. That's a nice little move.
Gift wrap. Let's get that gift wrap working.
Eli's corner calling for the gift wrap. We're going to see him start to come under the head and try and trap that arm. Look to take the back. Andrew playing it safe right now, keeping his hands together. He's going to have to start scraping a leg and getting back to half guard or bumping to try and get on top. So we're going to see what happens here. We're more than halfway. We've got about 2.5 minutes left in this match. These guys aren't really showing a lot of signs of fatigue yet.
Here we go, Eli. There we go. Let's go.
Eli with a nice tight mount here.
Let's start attacking.
Eli's going to have to separate some arms, separate the arms from the body, and start looking for submissions here.
Let him rotate that way.
If he can jack that arm all the way up, we might start to see arm triangles, mounted triangles. Andrew doing a good job keeping his arms in and his elbows in.
Let's get those arms.
Eli with a nice tight mount though. Really working to start separating those arms. Andrew looks like he has an arm across the body again.
Let's get our head on the opposite side and work that head and arm choke. Or we take the back here. He's giving you your back. Keep rotating them through. Keep rotating.
Andrew's turning to his side here and start getting back to half guard. Oh, bumps the other way. Not quite out though. Eli's going to take the back here.
Up, mid tie.
Eli needs to climb that back. That body triangle might hinder him here. Oh, Andrew turning to his side. This is working out in Eli's favor.
Under the neck.
Minute and a half left now. That hand's starting to walk up under the neck, but we're not really in a choking position.
Hey, let's go short grip.
If Andrew can swim his right arm over across the body, he's, oh, Eli climbing the back now.
Let's get a better
This is what we like to see. Eli's going to have to let go of that body triangle and get his hooks in order to fully maintain back control.
On that rope, hand over hand on that rope. All right.
There it is.
Andrew doing a good job so far defending. He's going to have to address that choking arm
Grab your
now.
bicep. Let's work behind the hair. Behind the head.
He has to address that choking arm right now. Eli's in a really tough spot up against that cage. It's going to be hard to finish right now.
Triangle. Let's go hooks.
We're going to have to start going hooks. His corner's calling for the hooks. We got 35 seconds left. Andrew's going to have to get on top and make something happen here. Eli with good control through this 6-minute match.
Get our seatbelt.
20 seconds left.
Watch your feet. Watch your
20
feet.
seconds left. Ooh, that was close. Almost got hit with the white belt move of the day. Eli with good control here.
Watch your feet, Eli.
Eli with good control. I'd like to see Andrew use his feet to leg press to start escaping the back. Now he's up on the cage here, looking like we're going to run out of time.
Time.
That's it. 6 minutes in the books. We're going to have to go to overtime. So if you guys aren't familiar with EBI overtime, we're going to do a round. We do an inning, top and bottom. Each person gets a chance to attack and escape. You can choose between control on the back, or you can choose between an armbar position that we call spiderweb. Each person gets a chance to submit or escape. The person who submits or escapes the fastest is going to be the winner.
Great work, Eli. You're doing awesome.
Doing a coin toss to decide who's going to do offense and defense first.
Breathe, Eli. Get that breath back.
Back.
Eli choosing back first. So Eli's going to get a chance on the back here. He's going to start with a seat belt, an overhook, and an underhook. He's got his 2 hooks in. Andrew's going to get his grips to escape. Hunter's going to say go, and we're going to go right live here. Eli's going to get a chance to choke or hold on to control. Andrew's going to have to escape. Andrew falling to the choking arm side, which isn't the best move, but we'll see what happens. I'd like to see Andrew start to leg press. Use both of his feet to leg press up on the mat and start getting his head away from the choking arm side. Eli letting go of his overhook.
Get onto that bicep.
We got a leg press, start getting our hips to the sky. Eli's doing a very good job using that body lock to keep control of the lower body and isolate the hips. Eli's controlling really well. Remember, every second that clicks by is good for Eli right now.
Grab your bicep.
It's on Andrew to try and escape. He's got to get his hips to the sky and start beating this body triangle. Right now, the choke isn't a big threat, but he's obviously going to have to work to fight those hands as he fights the feet to escape. 1 minute into our ride time of a possible 2 minutes, I believe, for overtime. Eli with really good control right now, but Andrew's almost got his way out. He's going to have to get his hips to the mat and spin. If he gets his hips to the mat, he can spin here. Eli's using that right leg to hook the hip very well. There it is. He's almost out. If he bellies down and spins, he might be on his way out here. Eli's still controlling the back. We got 25 seconds left in this overtime round. If Andrew can escape, it's really good for him. Any second that he can save is good. Sometimes it comes down to half a second or 1 second to win these overtime matches. 10 seconds now. He's out. Great escape. Minute and 51 seconds of ride time for Eli. That means Andrew has a minute and 51 seconds to submit Eli. And if Eli can escape in less than a minute and 51 seconds, he's going to win.
Andrew, as soon as he lets go, pull him to your choke side.
We actually have 3 innings of overtime, so if there's no submission, we're going to go to a second top and bottom. So Andrew has a minute and 50 seconds to submit. If not, we go to a round 2.
Keep turning. Clear that hook. Clear that hook. Clear that bottom hook.
Still on the back. Eli has to free his elbow line in order to escape. Andrew's still climbing the back. He's still on the back here. That's good control by Andrew. He's still got it, and now he's got that arm trap. This is going to be interesting. Andrew with that arm trap, he keeps climbing the back here. He can go to a rear triangle with his legs, but he's on that neck, and Eli's out in 35 seconds. 35 seconds, very good for Eli so far. Both these guys showing a lot of grit in overtime. It's never easy to do a full 6, 8, or 10-minute match and then do overtime rounds. Arms are burning, legs are burning. You never get rest. Here we go. Andrew's got to go head to the mat, get up on his feet, and start escaping here. If he gets up on his feet and gets his head to the mat, the escape is almost imminent. The hardest part is always getting up on your feet and leg pressing. When people control your hips, it's very, very difficult. There, Andrew on his way out now. If he can spin his hips to the mat, he's out. He's going belly to the mat. That allowed Eli to chase the back there. Andrew got up to his knees, and that allowed Eli to continue to follow him. He needs to start getting his back to the mat so that Eli can't glue himself to the back. Eli under the neck now.
Let's go. Squeeze.
Behind the neck.
Behind the neck.
Andrew's still defending. He's got hands in. That's starting to look tight. Starting to look tight. Oh, Andrew's now fighting with the hands. Doesn't have it anymore. We're going palm to palm. He's really going to give it a good squeeze. Andrew needs to get back up on his feet and start leg pressing. We're 1 minute into this overtime. Eli's collecting a lot of ride time here.
Pull it down. Use your back muscle. Pull it down.
Now he's getting a good look at the neck. Squeezing every way he can. Andrew really needs to get up on his feet and start fighting with his feet. He needs to leg press and put that pressure into Eli. Right here laying on your side, you're only allowing your opponent to have his way. There we go. Now Eli just needs to, or Andrew just needs to get up on his feet, excuse me. If he can leg press and put his hips to the sky, it creates a bad angle on that body triangle. Eli switched his body triangle very well there. Good control on the back. We got 20 seconds left in this overtime round. Andrew's almost out here. Oh, Eli's going to chase it. If Andrew can slip his back to the mat, he might be on his way out. We got 8 seconds left in this overtime. 5 seconds left in this overtime. Looking like Eli's going to control this whole 2 minutes here.
Time.
That's 2 minutes of ride time. So we're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds of ride time for Eli compared to 35 seconds of ride time for Andrew. So Eli's well ahead on the ride time. We're going to have to start seeing submission attacks from Andrew. He might have to sell out a little bit in order to get a sub.
Eli, you got it. Let's go. Let's go, Andrew.
So let's see what happens. Is Andrew going to go for ride time or is he going to try and get a sub right away?
Right hip, Andrew.
Falling towards the choking arm side is always dangerous, but it looks like Andrew's leg pressing very well, and he's going to spin. That leg press is very, very important. Eli with a lot of control now going into this third round of overtime. Now, if I'm Eli, we have almost 4 minutes of ride time. That means we can sell out a little bit for an attack, because Andrew can almost, it's almost impossible for him to win on ride time. He's going to have to win on a submission now. So Eli can get a little reckless and start chasing submissions if he wants. Well, if Andrew can stand, he's going to get out.
Different here. Let's attack an arm. Let's attack an arm. Doesn't matter. You got it.
These guys are chatting back and forth. He's almost out. Oh, he had to keep spinning. Get that left arm through. Get that left arm, or right arm through, excuse me. Eli's holding that back very, very well. Eli in a full minute of ride time in this third and final inning of overtime for him. Looking like he's going to win on 6 minutes of ride time. Andrew's going to have a chance in this last inning to find the submission, but so far it's all Eli in this overtime round.
Go, Eli. Good up, buddy.
He has the medal.
15 seconds left in this third top of the inning.
Eli, bring your bottom leg up towards his shoulder.
5 seconds left in the
Bottom
inning.
leg up towards his
Eli
shoulder.
just with
Arm
great
on
back
top arm.
control, all rounds, great back control.
Time.
All right. Eli now with almost 6 minutes of control, but he's looking a little fatigued. Andrew's going to have a chance to steal this here. We're going to have to see what happens.
All right, quick out. Same
Andrew just needs a submission. That's all he needs is a submission. Eli's just got to escape. So we're going to see what happens. Who wants this win now?
All right, Eli, let's keep going. Got it.
Who wants this win?
To your right side. Get under that shade.
Clear that hand, clear those hands.
Eli didn't leg press the same.
Move.
There you go. Pull your hand. Pull your own hand back. There you go. There you go. Lock it in.
Andrew's starting to get under the neck here. Andrew's getting a look at the neck. He's behind the head. He's behind the head. He's got to give a good squeeze. We're going to see what... He's got the tap. Andrew steals a win. What a huge upset. Fantastic by Andrew. Absolutely fantastic. Andrew dug deep in that last overtime round. Found his way to victory. What an exciting grappling match. What a great first grappling match of the night. Andrew Jeffries, everyone, out of Bellingham MMA. Big round of applause from the crowd. What an exciting match. Both these guys put it on today. Both these guys put it on today. Exciting, exciting match.
Nice work, Andrew.
All right, now we're looking at match number 4. We have a 135-pound boxing exhibition coming in. We have Yale Mezza from Devons up against Mithalesh Bat from Action. Not very often we go from heavyweight kickboxing to 155 grappling and have the same type of excitement in both matches. Very, very exciting to see an upset victory like that in overtime. But that's what happens in OT. Fatigue sets in, people start to get tired, technique goes out the window, then it comes down to grit, who wants it more? So Yale Mezza and Mithalesh Bat up next, and then on deck we have our 170 kickboxing bout between Gunnar Cronus and Denny Chanthavamone.
Very last possible second. Love it. Okay, let's give a hand to our two grapplers just now. All right, let's go ahead and get our next match, 135 boxing match to the cage, please. Match 4 to the cage, please.
Here we go, Yale Mezza on his way up.
Let's go, yeah!
Yale Mezza, our second fighter on the card out of Devons. Only 2 on the card out of Devons tonight, but a couple out of Action too. Mithalesh Bad, his opponent, out of Action. Two or three fighters on this card out of Action. We got a good turnout from these guys today. Yale Mezza with the slick boxing boots tonight. And here we are, Mithalesh Bach.
Let's go, yeah!
Big turnout here for Battle of Pankration. Probably almost 100 people in this room.
Let's go, yeah! You got that!
Here we go, first round. Oh, Yale coming out heavy. Good head movement, big heavy hands. Looking for that power shot right away. Yale with lots of head movement. Mithalesh coming in a little more composed, a little more technical. Nice body. Look at that movement. Big uppercut. Mythalash looking a little more composed, a little more fundamental. Yale extending a little bit on that right hand. We're going to see what happens later on in the rounds with that. Both these guys with a lot of movement. These lighter guys are a lot different than the heavier dudes we saw earlier. Right hand just missed by Mythalash. Footwork slowed down a little bit. These guys are starting to calm down. Nice combination by Yale. Yale utilizing that jab. Still with lots of head movement. Good head movement by Yale. Middy's going to need a little more volume. Those single and double shots aren't going to be enough. We're going to have to get Yale moving. That jab lands nice. It's going to be strikes 3 and 4 that land on Yale. With that much head movement, that much footwork, you're not just going to land 1 and 2 strikes. You're going to have to throw in combinations. 10 seconds left in this first round. Very close, even round. Looking like Mythalash controlled the center of the octagon, but Yale landed a little bit more. It's a good first round. Close first round.
Good job, Yale. You did great.
Close first round so far. Battle Pankration is the sister promotion to Battle Grappling. Battle Grappling live on Flow Grappling now. These guys put on an excellent event. I've been fortunate enough to be on, I think, 3 or 4 of the Battle Grapplings now. They're always fun, always exciting. We have our next Battle Grappling event coming up October 15th with a 16-man, 170-pound grappling tournament, as well as super fights. It's going to be a great night of grappling. That's October 15th on Flow Grappling, guys. So make sure you save the date and check that one out. Getting ready for our second round here. Here we go. Yale coming out with a lot of volume. I'm hoping he comes out with a lot of volume. Good, there it is. Mythalash in the center of the octagon again. He likes to stay right in the center. Yale seems to be finding that outside very well. Good head movement again. Oh, might have hurt his hand a little bit on that punch. Oh. I'd like to see a little bit more combinations from these guys. Throwing 1s and 2s, and let's see 3s and 4s. Exchanging jabs. Yale didn't like that one as much. There we go. There we go. Both these guys starting to stand in front of each other a little bit more. Both willing to trade a little bit more. Yale starting to land a little bit. Starting to put punches together. Mythalash still owning the center of this octagon though. There's Yale coming forward. He eggs it really well off of his combo, so he can't get hit. Good head movement by Yale. Those are some good feints getting Yale to move, though. Mithy coming forward. I'd like to see some more straight punches out of Mithy. Yale starts to throw looping as he comes in. Good triple jab. Let's see what Yale's starting to set up now. 20 seconds left in the second round. 10 seconds left. Let's see who wants to win this round. Let's see who wants it. Ooh. Mythalash starting to look good in this second round here. He's starting to take away with it. Great second round. Both these guys are still looking pretty fresh. It's going to be an interesting third round. Very close fight so far. All these striking bouts have been wildly close. Very, very close. Looking over across the room, we got Denny Chanthavamone getting ready for his bout, the next bout coming up. Denny's fighting Gunnar Cronus from Rock Solid. Denny out of Titan MMA. We got 3 athletes from Titan MMA tonight. Denny being the first. Kaylin Ray doing a combat jiu-jitsu match. And then finally in our co-main event, we have Rachel Hofer. Third and final round here. Let's see who wants the win. Ooh, Yale coming in with heavy shots. Ooh. These guys want it now. These guys want it. Big shots. Nice right hand to the body, left hand upstairs. Good jab by Chivy. I want to see him start throwing combos. Big body shot by Yale. Mithy likes landing this jab, but he's only really throwing jabs and maybe a right hand behind it every once in a while. I'd like to see him mix up with combos a little more. These 1 and 2 strikes aren't going to be enough to win. That was a big looping overhand by Yale. Left himself open. 1 minute left in this final round. Who wants it now? Who wants it? Nice right hand from Yale. Good head movement to get out of the way. Oh, Mithy pressing forward now. We're going to see who steals this round. We got 35 seconds left. Yale looking good in this third round. Hands still up, not too tired. Mithy still also not too tired, keeping his hands up, still in the center of the octagon, but Yale's pressing forward here. I think Yale might be edging out this round. I want to see a little more volume in the last 10 seconds, heading up to 10 seconds right now. Let's see the volume. Who wants this win, guys? Very, very close fight. Very close fight. Still yet to see a finish in our striking fights, but I have a feeling that's going to change in the next couple. Both these guys put on an excellent show. Yale, very impressive with his head movement. Mithlash really showed his toughness, ate a couple big shots, kept coming forward. Very proud of both these guys. Great fight. All right, now our 5th bout. I'm really excited for this fight. We have Denny Chanthavamone in the red corner. In the blue corner, we have Gunnar Cronus. Gunnar Cronus fighting out of Team Rock Solid. I believe Team Rock Solid's out of Washington. Team Rock Solid, just corrected now, is actually out of Bellingham, another local gym. Denny Chanthavamone coming from Titan MMA in Vancouver, Canada, about an hour away across the border.
Okay, everybody, let's keep it moving with match number 5 at 170-pound kickboxing fights. Let's get match 5 to the cage, please.
In the blue corner, Gunnar Cronus out of Team Rock Solid. Big round of applause for our ring card boy. Gunnar Cronus, tall and lanky for 170. Gunnar Cronus, 6'3", 170 pounds. He's a big, big boy. Gunnar looks ready.
Correction, Wesley Cordova's from Adamson Brothers. Adamson. That was a typo. All right, red corner coming in. Danny Chanthavamone out of Titan MMA. Titan MMA and Bellingham MMA have a very close, good relationship. We always have quite a few guys from Titan MMA on these cards. Coach Ken and Nabil produce high-level athletes, not only in striking, but jiu-jitsu as well. Ken and Nabil always having a good time cage side. These guys know how to make it fun. This is going to be an exciting fight, guys. Keep your eyes peeled, don't blink.
All right, fight ready? Fight ready? Fight!
Here we go. Danny with a nice heavy counter leg kick, coming back with another counter leg kick. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, Danny with a body shot to the left hook. Looking very good so far. Gunnar leading with that lead leg kick. Comes back with a rear leg kick. Landing heavy. Danny with another lead. No catching in the kickboxing bouts. Danny traditionally a Muay Thai fighter where you can catch. We're not catching kicks in the kickboxing bouts. We're just parrying or blocking. Nice leg kicks exchanged by these guys. Big body kick by Danny. Good block. Back to the legs. We're hearing from Ken Tran. 1 minute left in this round. Big right hand from Danny to a body kick. His body's hurt him. His body's hurt. Eating lefts. Big left hand by Danny. Ooh, Gunnar counters with a big heavy right hand. I think Gunnar's hurt to the body. That looked like a leg kick, but the referee's going to stop it here. Looked like it landed on the leg, but I can't always tell in real time. These guys really starting to unload in the last 35 seconds of this first round. Danny's starting to look good in this fight. Gunnar coming back heavy with the right hands. Denny with good kicks. Feinting his way in. There it is. Look at that right kick. Gunner's gonna have to start getting a little more respect from Denny. 10 seconds left in this first round. Big body shot, big body kick. Denny's really putting in work to that body, and it's gonna pay off big time. End of the first round. Very good first round by Denny.
Sorry, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the staff report.
Very good first round by Denny. Those body shots are starting to add up. Gunner's gonna have to protect his body a little bit more, use his range. Really keep Denny at bay. Denny closes the distance really well. He's landing shots with the body, and then he comes upstairs to end that combo. Those body shots pay dividends. Later on in the rounds, those body shots really start to pay off. So we're gonna see what happens in the second and third round. Gunner's gonna have to be very attentive to those body shots and start using his range to keep Denny outside. Denny's gonna start to look to set up those body shots and then come upstairs afterwards. Coming up next, guys, we have our first combat grappling match of the night between Jermaine Anderson and Wesley Cordova. It's only getting more exciting as the night goes on, guys. Ken and Nabil outside of the cage. Cage doors closing, getting ready for round two. Here we go. Let's see if Gunner starts using that range. He's big, tall, and lanky, but he just lets Denny come inside big time. That's a nice right hand by Gunner. Starting to get a little more respect out of Denny. Oh, ate a big right hand again. Denny trading. Good head movement. Denny's gonna have to keep those hands up exiting the combos now. Gunner's starting to use a little bit of range and stay on the outside, which is what we wanted to see. We gotta get inside if we're Denny. Use those feints to get inside. Gunner's starting to do a good job of keeping that range, using those kicks and the jab to stay outside. Denny's gonna have to get inside, keep his hands up and get in. We're seeing a little fatigue from both guys so far. Now is where technique really starts to set in. Toughness starts to set in. 1 minute into this second round, we got 1 minute left. Gunner really staying on the outside better now, not letting Denny get inside on him. Denny's gonna have to start feinting a little bit more to get in. Ooh, big exchange. Ooh, nice right hand, big left hook. Gunner is hurt. Gunner is hurt. These guys are exchanging. Denny just has to stay composed. He might find a finish here. Nice jab. Find his way in. Gunner's still a little shaken up. Still a little shaken up. We've got 25 seconds left in this second round. Denny looking sharp on the outside. Coming on his way in, good left hook. Cut the cage a little. Gunner's starting to reach. 10 seconds left. Oh, big head kick by Denny. Big head kick by Denny.
We're not allowed catching. You can't catch either. Time.
End of the second round. So far, it's all Denny. Gunner's had a few moments, but he's struggling with Denny's pressure. Denny's feinting his way in really well, and Gunner doesn't seem to have an answer for it. We're gonna have to see what happens here in this third and final round. Gunner's really gonna have to use his range and start selling out for a finish. I think he's down 2 rounds. Again, we're very lucky that there's no judges in these exhibition matches. Because all of these fights that go to decision, I wouldn't be able to score them. This is probably the first one where it looks like there's a clear-cut winner. But we'll see what happens. We still got 1 round left. Denny's still looking very fresh. We'll see if those body shots start to pay off in this last round now. One more round. Here we go. Here we go, last round. Sign of respect by these two. Let's get into it. Oh, nice right hand by Gunner. He's getting a little respect from Denny. Denny's hurt up against the cage. Denny with a body shot to return. Got a little respect of the Gunner. Gunner's starting to land a little more here. Denny with a big left kick. Denny looks very good. Gunner's starting to pick his shots a little. Really wants that right hand to land. Denny's got to feint his way in. Look at that. That feint getting big reactions out of Gunner. Big reactions out of Gunner. Nice head kick attempt. Really using that pressure. Really using that pressure. We're 1 minute in. We got 1 minute left in this fight. 1 minute left in this fight. If somebody wants to finish, they're going to have to take it now.
What do we do? Try to catch it. Go. Do the same thing, now go upstairs. Yeah, upstairs to the left.
Denny's going to have to circle to get off. Big left hook. Look at these guys go. Last 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds left in this fight. 30 seconds left.
All right. Go to the body. Hold the body, then upstairs.
Denny's going to have to go here. He's going to have to unload. Both these guys are going to have to let their hands go, see who wants to win. We got 20 seconds left in the fight. 15 seconds left in the fight. 10 seconds left in the fight. Who wants it? Let's dig deep. These guys are going to dig deep. Who wants it? Here we go. 5 seconds. Great fight by both these guys. Great fight. Great fight by both these guys. Excellent fight. I'd like to think if there was judges, Denny might have edged out a decision there, but I guess we'll never know. Both these guys put on an excellent fight. Bout 5 was a banger. Next up with our bout 6, we got our first combat grappling match of the evening, guys. Wesley Cordova out of Adamson Bros Jiu-Jitsu is going to be fighting Jermaine Anderson from Bellingham.
185
This is Erin. She's going to be joining you. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Erin, and say, hey, I'm joining Jordan today.
Hi, I'm Erin, and I am joining Jordan.
Okay, everybody, that was
Nice to have a little bit of help
match.
on the commentary team.
Let's roll right into match number 6. Let's get a 180-pound combat grappling match. To the cage, please. Match 6, to the cage.
All right, first in the cage out of the blue corner, we have Jermaine Anderson out of Bellingham MMA. I believe Jermaine is a purple belt. And Wesley's he's a purple belt as well. So we're looking at intermediate rule set, allowing straight ankle locks, toe holds, knee bars. There's no heel hooks, no twisters or can openers. Everything else is legal. No heel hooks, no twisters, no can openers, no slamming. Very important to point out. In our Pankration matches, we have slams out of submissions. For our combat grappling, I'm actually being informed that we do have slams out of submissions. Very, very interesting match today.
And Wesley has also competed at Battle before.
Yeah, Wesley's alumni from Battle Grappling. Also competed on the Pacific Northwest Invitational down in Oregon. So he's got a lot of experience in the Pacific Northwest. 185-pound match going down now. This is a 10-minute match, guys. Again, combat grappling, so as soon as it hits the mat, open hand strikes are involved. Both these guys look like strong wrestlers. We're gonna see what happens here. Nice takedown by Wesley. Jermaine protecting his head. These open guard positions are dangerous, and he's back to his feet. On the neck, though, big takedown by Wesley. Very powerful. A lot of energy being expended in the first minute here. Holding those arms. Grappling matches are a lot different when there's strikes involved. You're going to see a lot more clinch work, a lot less open guard playing. Wesley with a lot of pressure here on top. Good pressure. Oh, a little overzealous on his pressure. Allowed Jermaine to come back. Nice little slap, though. Oh, Jermaine coming up for a strike, selling out. Now he's on the legs. No heel hooks allowed.
Let's get Jermaine!
Great positioning.
Woo. Nice slaps.
We're seeing some heavy shots from these guys.
From the bottom, too.
Jermaine looking very comfortable on his back. Wesley happy to engage on top here. Jermaine looking like he's going to start setting up a triangle. That wrist control, get his knee through. I can't quite see if he has an overhook on the other side. Oh, it looks like he does. We're looking for that triangle setup now. That down grip on the wrist is going to hinder him a little bit. Oh, Wesley pulled out of that overhook. Didn't look like Jermaine liked that shot. Wesley now with a big underhook and half guard. We're looking into a passing situation here. Jermaine's getting ready to pass. He's got good pressure, or Wesley, excuse me, getting ready to pass. He's got a good underhook, heavy pressure. Jermaine now seals the underhook, looking to regard or sweep. Let's see what happens. He's elevating. Nice shot by Wesley. Big shots by Wesley. Heavy strikes. Time.
Good round.
Great match. Wesley with the win by TKO. Not very often we see TKO in combat grappling. What a fantastic finish to our first combat grappling match. Great TKO by Wesley. Heavy pressure. Maybe he'll fight me now. That was an exciting match, guys. How about you, Aaron? You like that one?
That was a solid match. Yeah, a lot of slaps from both sides. From the bottom,
exciting.
too.
Very physical.
Yeah, I've never seen a CJJ match.
Oh, it's your first one? Mm-hmm. Combat Jiu-Jitsu gets very violent.
Really very fun
exciting.
live.
Yeah, it's really good live.
Striking arc on the feet. Let's get match number 7, a 175-pound kickboxing fight to the cage, please.
All right, next up we have Sky Lankar versus Arthur Vartanian. Sky Lankar out of Bellingham MMA and Arthur Vartanian out of 10K. Quite a few Bellingham MMA guys on this card. Not surprising considering they're the hosts.
Yeah, we have like 10 people competing.
10! That's a huge number for an event like this. 10 people. I think the most for the next gym would be 3 at Titan, so that's a big gap. Sky Lankar coming in with a sweet hat. We're back to our kickboxing rule set. Again, the kickboxing rule set, not like Muay Thai, we're not catching kicks, we're not doing sweeps or clinch work. It's only kicks and punches, no elbows and knees. Coming up after this kickboxing bout, guys, we're going to have our first Pankration bout of the night between Franco and George Collins.
I'm excited for that one.
The Pankration fight is
really
very
excited for that one.
Very exciting. Pankration rule set's a little bit different than MMA rule sets. If you aren't familiar, Pankration is going to be strikes on the feet, but as soon as it goes to the ground, there's no striking, it's only grappling. Very interesting rule set to compete under. coming into the cage in the red corner.
Hope you like my music selection.
Perfect.
This is Sky's debut, and I believe it's also Arthur's
Excellent. Oh, and
one of his first fight. I think he has fought before,
Okay.
but first time for Sky.
Well, these exhibition matches are great for getting the first few fights out of the way. Get all those nerves out, all that nervous energy out. Here we go. First of 3 2-minute rounds. Big, heavy kick.
Nice.
Sky looking good so far with combos.
Nice kick.
Ooh. Sky with lots of volume so far. Big with the hands, ending with the kicks. Arthur a little timid to return.
He's taking his time.
Good. Yep. Good. Then we go high off that. We go low. We go high. Okay. Good.
Nice return there. Nice leg kick return.
Build the ring. Then we go low. We go high. Here we go. Here we go. You blitz in. We blitz in. Low. We blitz high. Okay. Watch the
Sky moving well. These guys trading back and forth. Nobody's scared to trade. Big left hook from Sky. Arthur's starting to return.
Nice leg kick.
Good return from Arthur. Sky still with lots of volume on the outside. Big overhand. Arthur owning the center of the ring, but eating the most shots. Sky seems to be landing the most. Arthur now returning, digging to the body. Good combo. These guys just going back and forth, trading combos. Good leg kick, the body kick, excuse me. Arthur returning well to the body.
And Arthur has great parries, great defense.
Blocks those punches very well. Sky with lots of volume here.
A lot of aggression.
Usually win the rounds, but Arthur's controlling the ring pretty well. This is an even round. Nice combo from Arthur. Might steal this round here with the pressure. Very good first round. Close first round.
That was really close.
Super close. I wouldn't be able to tell who's going to score and win that fight or win that round. Excuse me. I'm very happy that we don't have judges.
Yeah, that'll be a hard decision.
Very hard decision. All these fights, all these kickboxing fights have been close. In between rounds, I always like to look at body language. Arthur right now is standing. Sky seated with ice on him. Sky was a lot more composed in the first round, but he seemed to be using a little bit more energy with his combos. So we'll see what happens in the second round, if he comes a little more composed or if he comes out to blow his wad and look for a finish. Touch gloves, we're back at it. Oh, nice exchange
kick.
straight away. Big body kick from Sky. Arthur with the pressure now.
It's a good combo from Sky.
Sky looks really good ending his combos with kicks. Good parry by Arthur and a return body kick.
Superman attempt. Oh, that was a nice overhand from Sky.
Oh, good combos. These guys came to fight today.
For real.
Good. Step down. Same deal. Good. No back step. You center there. Bang. Good.
Neither guy scared to exchange. Both of them returning. Both of them firing back. Good pressure by Arthur, though. I think this pressure is going to start to pay dividends. Oh.
Go, Sky. Keep going, Sky. Let's go. Got
Good combo by Sky. Arthur with that forward pressure still. Walking him down now. Blocking him down. Good shot by Sky. Arthur still walking him down. That forward pressure starting to pay off. Good uppercut by Sky, circling off. Let's see that footwork a little bit more.
Nice overhand from Sky.
Big kick. Big kick. Use a couple teeps to keep the distance now, Scott. Starting to see a little fatigue set in by both guys. Arthur's still walking forward, though.
Yeah, Arthur's kind of starting slow and then coming back in the end of the
Finishes
round.
strong.
Yeah.
Finishes strong at the end of the round. Sky seems to be coming in heavy at the beginning of the rounds and fades a little bit towards the end.
Oh
10
yeah,
seconds left.
it's hard.
Great end of the second round. Great end of the second round. Very exciting. Very close fight so far going into our final round.
A lot of action. That was really nice.
Don't forget, Battle Grappling's next event coming up in October on the 15th. 16-man, 170-pound pro grappling tournament.
And there's $1,000 on the line.
$1,000 on the line and a big shiny belt. All right, third and final. Both these guys breathing heavy. Let's see who wants it.
Let's go, Sky!
Sky with the volume at the beginning of the round. Let's see if he can steal it now.
Nice
Arthur's
defense
blocking
from
the
Arthur.
majority of these punches, yeah. Very good defense. Counters well.
That's all I'm talking about. Don't follow. We can move along here, okay?
Nice kick. Sky ending these combos with kicks very well.
Nice kick from Arthur.
Arthur looking very composed in this third round.
He's doing a great job of keeping his hands up too.
Yeah, very good job defensively. Sound defensively. Sky starting to show signs of fatigue.
Yep, here we go.
Nice right hand from Sky.
Sky's landing quite a bit in this third round. Nice body kicks at the end. Those body kicks are paying off for him. Arthur's starting to pour it on though. We see a little more volume from Arthur. Nice combos exchanged by both these guys. Standing right in front of each other, trading. This third round's living up to the hype.
Always moving forward. We got blitz here, right? We got short time. Let's go.
Nice combos by Arthur, walking him down.
Let's go.
15 seconds left in this final round.
Good.
Here we go. Who wants it at the end? Both these guys trading. What a fight. Great fight by both these guys. How you scoring that one, Aaron?
That was a great fight. I have no idea.
Me neither. Too close to call, I think. Both these guys put on an awesome show. Looked like Sky was winning the beginnings of every round, and then
Yeah.
Arthur started to win the ends of every round. So
I would agree.
if I was a judge, I wouldn't want to score it, that's for sure. Great show by both of these guys. Next up, we're going to get to see our first Pankration bout of the night. Really looking forward to these Pankration matches.
I am really interested to see how this fight goes. I've been really excited for this one for a while. It's Keanu Franco versus George Collins, aka Furious George. And they have actually fought before.
Okay, that was such a fun match to watch. Such amazing heart and good sportsmanship from all of our competitors tonight. Well, let's go ahead and keep it moving here. But right after this match, match 8, we're going to have a 15-minute intermission. Stretch your legs, move around a little bit. 15-minute intermission next. So without further ado though, let's get match 8, the 145-pound Pankration fight. To the cage, please. Match 8 to the cage.
You were saying Keanu and George have matched up before.
They have fought before at a smoker a couple months ago, and the fight ended up getting stopped due to an accidental headbutt from George that resulted in a cut on Keanu's face, opened up, and they had to stop the fight.
Was this also a Pankration match?
This was a kickboxing fight.
Interesting. So we'll see what happens with the Pankration.
Yeah, so
These guys get a chance to run it back. Not very often you get those so close together.
definitely. I'm very excited for this one. And great sportsmanship, too. They're both great guys, but
Do you train with George or Keanu?
I do train with Keanu.
Interesting. So you have a favorite in this fight.
So I might have a favorite, but I'm not biased.
We'll keep it as unbiased as possible.
But yeah, I know how hard he trains, and I know George is preparing too.
It's going to be a hard fight. Hard fight.
It's going to be a good one.
Keanu in the cage now.
I have no idea how it
Furious George Collins, ready to walk into the cage. Fighting at a kaiju?
From Kaiju Kickboxing, an amazing kickboxing gym. Yeah, they had a fighter on a different show, actually in Bellingham tonight. Justin Nibbs. It was the main event at Pure Fitness's show.
Wow.
And several of their fighters are on this show as well. Oh, sorry. The main event, co-main tonight, is going to be another one of Kaiju Kickboxing's heavyweights, actually.
Mark Raposa.
So I'm really excited for that one, too. Great kickboxing gym.
Got a couple guys from Kaiju tonight. George Collins stepping into the cage. This is a 145-pound Pankration bout. So again, guys, Pankration, we have striking on the feet, and as soon as it hits the mat, there are no strikes. It'll only be grappling. We have amateur MMA rules for grappling, which means no heel hooks. I believe knee bars are allowed.
Yeah, George!
Here we go. 3 3-minute rounds for Pankration. Keanu coming in strong, pushing George up against the cage, looking for his double underhooks.
Nice pressure right away.
George
Good
so
knee.
far stuck up against the cage. Keanu with good pressure, keeping him pinned. George spins off. Good grappling exchanges right now.
Nice
Right
shot
in.
on the
Coming
break.
up,
Oh, he
drops
fell
him.
down.
Drops George with an uppercut. Goes to that 100%. Big uppercut after that. Pushes him back up against the cage. Looking like Keanu wants to keep him pressed up against the fence and strike.
Nice knee from Keanu.
George gets himself off the wall. He's going to have to get a little respect from Keanu, though. Keanu catches the kick. Let's see that takedown. Big takedown. Now on top. Remember, no striking on the mat now, so it's going to come down to pure grappling. Keanu finds his way to mount. Pinning that wrist, he's going to start looking for Americanas. George finding his way back to half guard. Very good work to get his legs back. Keanu twisting that arm up.
Oh, that might be looking for a head and
Looking
arm
for a
choke.
wrist lock there.
Oh,
Now we're deep into mount. Deep in the mount. George is going to get stuck with his head up against the cage, which is not the best place to be.
No strikes though.
Very true, very true. No strikes, you're a little bit safer.
Yeah.
Well, George almost gave up his back, but landed on top. A little overzealous with the back take from Keanu. A little bit safer to make those mistakes in this Pankration match because you can't hit the shots from on top.
Pass the guard, it's open.
Big pass from George. Not quite past the knee yet. Keanu looking to recover. Keanu recovers very well, almost back to his feet, into a butterfly position.
And George looking
Elevates,
for a
almost
guillotine.
gets the sweep. We'd like to see that elevation again. Oh, George now passed.
Let's get some pressure.
Well, Keanu looking to set up a buggy choke. Doesn't quite have it. Good control from George. Heavy pressure. We got 20 seconds left in the first round. Oh, Keanu uses the cage to get on top. Right back to mount. Pinning that wrist again. George works his way back to half guard. Very close in the grappling exchanges. Here comes an Americana. George very flexible. Very flexible.
Yeah, that was
Keanu's
scary.
gonna have to bring that arm over the head to get the finish next time. End of the round, almost ending in a submission.
That was a great round.
Very exciting.
I'm
first
excited.
round. Great grappling exchanges. Keanu, I think, won the round dropping George with that uppercut early on.
I would say so.
Finishing in mount is a big step too. But if he wants that Americana finish, he's going to have to bring that arm over the head. Having the arm under the head restricts his mobility and restricts his torque on that
Yeah,
finish.
he was really going for that in the
Really
last
ripped
10
it.
seconds, but
Really tried to get a scream tap.
yeah.
George showing a lot of flexibility in those elbows and that shoulder though. I think I would have tapped halfway through that Americana.
I know.
My shoulders
that
don't
was
bend like
scary.
that.
Hi.
All right, getting ready for round two. 3-minute rounds in our Pankration fights. 3-minute rounds. Round two, here we go. Keanu, heavy pressure again. Both these
Coming
guys
out really
exchanging a lot of
strong.
strikes in the clinch.
Push, knee, George.
George changes position very well, reverses up against the cage.
Some knees from George too.
Bigger knees.
Great spin off the wall. Look at these guys clinch fighting.
nice
Keanu
boxing.
with heavy hands. Now with that body lock positioning, he's looking for a takedown. Let's see him start to get his hips in and trip. George reverses that position on the wall very well. Almost scored that takedown. Keanu on the neck for defense. Nice left hand.
Nice boxing on the breaks of these clinch exchanges is looking really
These
nice.
dirty boxing exchanges are most of the fight, it seems.
Yeah.
Nice body shots.
Knees, bigger knees.
Those knees to the body are going to start to pay off. Ooh, knees to the thigh. Nice knee to the body. Big knee to the body by Keanu.
Let's go.
Another one.
Almost. He's going to have to chain the attacks. There we go. Good change. Keanu defends the takedowns very well.
he's trying
Look
to
at the
take-
reverse position and climb the back. Oh, he's on the neck. He's on the neck here. This could be it. This could be it for George Collins. Keanu with a tight grip, but doesn't look like he has it. George might find his way out. He's going to have to peel the hands.
He's going to transition
He's
him
gonna have
out.
to peel the hands. He looks very deep. Oh, George finds his way out.
Build up. Come on top. Let's go.
Well, Keanu finds his way into 3/4 mount, does a good job. He's gonna have to pin that wrist now.
Gotta work. You can't stay on bottom.
George in a tough spot up against that cage.
Let's go, George. Move. Stop letting him grab your arm. Get that underhook and get up. Go, George. Go.
Good pressure by Keanu. Keeping that knee on the
Settling really
belly,
nice.
really making it work. Good pass so far. Really making George work to get up. This is going to take a lot of energy out of George. 40 seconds left in the second round. Look for Keanu to start setting up arm locks again. Get ready for this Americana. The arm's got to be over the head, though. The arm has to be over the head to finish that Americana. He's not going to finish with the arm under the head. He's got to get that arm over the head.
So
Good
take the
back take this time. Got to control that lat to watch the reversal.
10 seconds left in the round.
Looking at a gogoplata. Keanu deep.
Gogoplata.
I don't think he has control of that arm, though.
Time.
Another close second round. I think Keanu might have edged it out a little bit more with the top control. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's no judges.
Right, but that was a great round. I feel like they're really showcasing a great mix of striking and grappling.
Yeah,
and these
very
grappling
good.
exchanges, they're
Super intense grappling exchanges.
really a lot of energy.
A lot of scrambles. Good pressure by Keanu at the end. Now, if we get a submission, we do have a winner here. There's no judges, so if the fight goes to a decision, we don't necessarily get a winner. But if there's a stoppage, we get a winner. That Americana could seal the deal.
Yeah, it looks like Keanu's been trying to get to a dominant position, taking his time and trying to isolate an arm.
Really set up that Americana. It looks like he has good arm locks, and that seems to be his method to victory, or what he wants to
Seems
find.
like what he wants.
Yeah. Last 3-minute round. Third and final. Here we go. Oh, George ducks under that head kick. These guys are exchanging heavy in this final round. Good
Really
clinch work.
great cardio.
A lot of dirty boxing. Keanu finds himself pressing George up against the cage. George is going to have to get off. Big shots
Nice
to the
body shots. Nice knees from both fighters. George is controlling that position against the cage.
Big knees to the body
Landing
from George.
some
This
knees.
is good pressure from George in the third round here. We got 2 minutes left in the final round. Keanu with a big knee to the body, gets himself off the cage. Keanu seems to be the better grappler on the mat, so I'd like to see him start to get it to the ground, look for a submission. Those uppercuts are heavy, though. Big score, he's forcing him back up. Keanu wants a finish on the feet. 1:30 left, halfway through this final round. George with these double underhooks could score a takedown here. Now low on the legs.
Looking for a single.
Keanu's flipping this Kimura defense. We could see a finish here. He's got that arm isolated. I'd like to see him spinning with it.
Nice control with the Kimura.
This is bad news for George. Bad news for George. If Keanu can get an angle here, he's going to get a finish. George has his hands together. We're switching to an armbar position. We got under a minute left for Keanu to find his way to a win. Under a minute left. George stacking his way. Might try and pull this arm out. Oh, here comes the triangle. We got 30 seconds left in this final round. Can Keanu find his way to victory? 20 seconds left. George just has to survive at this point. Who wants it more now? Last 15 seconds. Here's Keanu, deep on an arm. Deep on an arm. We got 10 seconds. Less than 10. Tap! Keanu finds a victory! A submission with less than 10 seconds left. What a crazy way to end this fight. Fantastic armbar finish. Keanu dug deep and found
In
his
the last
victory.
10 seconds.
Crazy, crazy win.
Last second.
1 second left in the fight. Keanu finds a
And
tap.
great sportsmanship from both fighters.
Keanu clearly wanted a submission win, looking for those Americanas early in the fight. That armbar seemed to seal the deal, though. Very, very tight
In the
submission at
last
the end.
1 second.
Great guard work by Keanu. Very good fight by these guys. Very good fight. George Collins showing great cauliflower ear on that left. Blew up
Oh
his
my
ear.
goodness.
Blew up his ear. All right, guys, after bout 8 now, we're looking to take a 15-minute intermission. Coming back with bout 9, we have a 155 Pankration fight.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for
right, guys, we're back. Now with match number 9, Barzod out of Aberdeen Boxing against Sebastian Costello, fighting out of Diaz Combat Sports. Diaz Combat Sports, another one of the gyms up in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Few people coming out of Vancouver today. Sebastian being the first. We have Kaylin Ray out of Titan MMA, Rachel Hofer out of Titan MMA. Oh, Denny also fought out of Titan MMA earlier on the card. Quite a few people making the trip down from Canada.
And great gym up there. Lupi Godinez.
Yeah, Lupi in the UFC.
Yeah, she is really climbing fast.
She is, very fast.
Really exciting fighter.
And we have one of her main training partners, Rachel Hofer.
I'm excited for that
event.
one.
Rachel Hofer and Tara Ray, both in attendance tonight, both main training partners of Lupi. Both have been on battle grappling at numerous times. All right, both these guys are in the cage, getting their final talking to by the referee, and we are going to be at it. Coming up after our match number 9, we have an EBI grappling match versus Lataya James and Alicia Dillon. Right now we got a 155 Pankration bout. Remember, striking standing, grappling on the ground. Here we go. Sebastian, a southpaw. Sebastian looking like he's making reads early on, switches to the southpaw.
They're both really patient.
Very patient.
They look experienced.
Both look composed. Feeling each other out here.
Nice
Good
kicks.
body kick by Sebastian.
Oh, into a
Enters
takedown.
Big takedown. Sebastian passes, but oh, saves his neck. Saves his neck. Devontae's gonna have to find his way up from the cage here. Now stuck in the half guard, head up against the cage. It's kind of a tough spot to be. Devontae's gonna have to get a butterfly hook in and start elevating in order to get out.
And red corner's being really patient.
Ooh, Sebastian in full mount now. Arm jacked up. We're gonna start looking for arm triangles, mounted triangles. Here comes the arm triangle attempt. Devontae gives up his back to save the arm triangle. Sebastian's now going to take this back control, and we're looking at RNCs here. It can be very difficult to finish an RNC with these gloves on, so we're going to see how the hand fight battle goes. Oh, looking like he's starting to get under the neck. Devontae hand fighting well, staying up on his feet to put the pressure on Sebastian. He's fighting those hands very, very well so far. Not letting Sebastian get deep under the neck. Devontae needs to start getting his head to the other side here. He's got to get away from the choking arm.
Oh, that's
now he's
deep.
under the neck. That's it. Sebastian making quick work in his Pankration fight here.
That was really nice.
Sebastian Costello with a quick RNC in the first round. Very good fight by these guys.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, but not.
Very good fight. Congratulations to Sebastian and all the guys over at Diaz Combat Sports. Excellent fight, Sebastian.
Okay, everybody, that was a lot of fun. Let's get on to match number 10, where the real match 10, please stand up, with a 180-pound EBI grappling match. Match 10, the gate, please.
Now we have Lataya James from PTT Vancouver, another Vancouver alumni, coming up against Alicia Dillon out of Bellingham MMA. Both these girls were on the last battle grappling card with the 8 women 170 to 185, I believe it was.
165 to 185.
165 to 185 tournament. Both these girls, no stranger to hard, long grappling matches.
That was a really tough bracket.
It was a super tough bracket. I watched it on the stream. It was very, very exciting. Our teammate, actually, Lisa Blackwater, coming off with the victory. Lisa not here tonight, but I'm sure she's watching on the stream. Now Alicia coming into the cage here out of Bellingham MMA. Lataya, I know, recently got her blue belt. So this is her first few matches in the blue belt divisions. Now we're in an intermediate rule set, so there's no heel hooks, no twisters. Straight foot locks, knee bars, toe holds are all allowed. Both these girls wrestling right away. Nice. Oh, Lataya almost gave up the back position, going for that head and arm throw. Looks like Alicia's going to sneak out on the back here. She just has to get her head out. Lataya fighting back to her feet. Ends up on top here. She's going to start to look to isolate that arm. We're in kind of a judo side control, looking for an Americana with the legs. Alicia squeaking on the back door, saves her head. Now we're back into a wrestling exchange. Good takedown by Lataya. Alicia pressed up against the cage here. Lataya's going to start to look to pass the legs. Very good sweep by Alicia. She's back up. Alicia now on an ankle in our single leg X position.
Looking for a leg lock.
Lataya steps over the foot. That cage is going to start getting in her way here. Alicia going belly down with it. Lataya's going to have to peel those feet and start to free her knee line. That cage is going to be a hindrance now for Alicia. Lataya doing a good job of defending, keeping her knees safe. Lataya switching off into an inside leg. Oh, back onto the other leg now. Lataya, good pressure. Good composure in that leg situation. Finds herself passing now. Into a side control situation, knee on belly. Heavy pressure from Lataya. All the way into full mount. Lataya with heavy pressure, good positioning. She's a little high on that body though, without an arm jacked up, so she might risk getting bumped off here. Looks like she's keeping her hips nice and low. Alicia did a good job getting back to Ashi there, getting a knee in the middle. Very good job recovering guard. Lataya passes again. Intelligent grappling by these two girls. Lataya controlling that tricep well to stop that frame, right into the knee on belly. Lataya with great control so far.
Turn back into her. Turn back into her.
That pressure starts to pay off a few minutes in.
Shoulders on the mat.
Lataya is starting to isolate that arm. She's going to have to hook it with her left hand if she wants to start going arm bars.
Keep your right elbow tight. Don't give it to her. There you go.
Oh, Alicia escapes very well. Almost gets her legs back in front of her. Lataya keeps that pressure, stays in side control. Now disrupting the breathing, right back to mount.
Oh, the face smush.
Alicia, think about shoulder walking back.
Just under 7 minutes left in this match.
Frame on her hips and shoulder walk back. Don't let her have that inside space.
Lataya really disrupting the breathing. Now pinning that arm. I think she's going to start looking for an arm bar here or a Kimura. Great transition to the arms. She's nice and high. We're going to have to start seeing submissions here.
Out the back. Out the back.
Lataya on the back now. No seatbelt. She risks slipping off. Alicia's going to come out the back door here. Alicia doing a good job shucking in this 4-point position. Lataya scrambled to get those double underhooks and saved her position there. Now she looks like she's got a shot at the neck. Alicia's going to have to get her head to the other side to start escaping away from the choking arm. If she gets her head away from the choking arm, she's going to be safe. Doing a good job leg pressing, keeping that pressure on Lataya. Cage is an interesting tactic to use.
There you go.
Lataya with really good pressure.
Control her posture. Don't let her get in that thing.
Alicia finds her way back to half guard. She's gonna have to get an underhook to start elevating. Lataya with really good pressure right now. Coming up on halfway through the match with 5 minutes left.
Frames and underhooks. Let's get to that left hip more, please.
Lataya sneaks in that underhook. Now she's gonna look to pass.
Let's get that angle and underhook.
Great pressure from Lataya so
You have
far.
that lockdown, so you think about a whip up.
Alicia's gonna have to use that lockdown to start whipping left and right in order to get Lataya to move. She's gonna use that lockdown both ways. Really, the lockdown comes to just using the legs. The lower body's very, very strong, especially with the lockdown in, so we gotta use that lower body to start whipping our opponent and getting that weight off of us. Using that lockdown to get the weight off. Lataya with very good pressure though. Really stuffing the opportunity of that underhook from coming in, using that forearm on the bicep. There we go. Alicia's starting to use that lockdown. She found that underhook. She's gonna have to use it though. Lost it now.
Next time, let's get to that hip.
4 minutes left in the match. Alicia just needs to use that lockdown to start whipping to the side. Lataya with a lot of good pressure here. If Lataya can find that underhook with her left arm, she's gonna look into pass. There it is. Now Lataya's going to turn the hips, look to free her left knee line. If Alicia can use that lockdown to elevate, she can start swimming her right underhook in and start escaping. Start getting to her side and bumping up. There comes that right underhook. She's using her legs very well. Now she's got to get up to her side. Lataya framing very well. Framing, cross-facing. Really stuffing those opportunities for Alicia to get up. Alicia's working really hard to get up though. Lataya doing a good job disrupting the breathing. It's very annoying to deal with when your breathing's disrupted. Always something for you to have to think about. Alicia needs to really sell out to get that underhook though. She's got to get out of this position. 3 minutes left. Oh, wrapping the neck's a little dangerous because it's giving Lataya an underhook here.
Your arms to yourself.
She's got to get that elbow back in and start digging an underhook with that right arm. There it is. There's that right underhook. Now she can start using... No, she can't let it go, though. Lataya's going to get it back. If Lataya starts going for this Kimura, now Alicia's going to have to sell out a little bit to get this arm back. She's going to have to get a butterfly hook in, start elevating. That cage is saving her right now, but she's really going to have to make a big movement to escape. Oh, Lataya lets go of the Kimura. Right back into a heavy mount position. Now is Alicia's chance to move, though. Good positioning by Lataya. We got 2 minutes left in the match.
There you go. There you go.
Almost on her way out. Lataya with heavy pressure, though. 1:45 left. Alicia now got to use those frames and do a big shrimp to get out. That cage is in her way, but she's going to have to find her way. We got 1:30 left in the match. It's been all Lataya so far. Alicia's going to have to do a couple big movements to escape. She's been able to find her way back to half guard, so let's see if she can get her legs back in front of her and find a sweeping opportunity here. We have 1:15 left. Next up, guys, after this grappling match between Lataya and Alicia, we have a combat grappling match between Kaylin Ray and Caleb Abernoth. Kaylin Ray coming out of Titan MMA, Caleb out of Bellingham MMA. Very exciting combat grappling match coming up. Lataya on the back now. 45 seconds left. Let's just see if she can find her way to a finish. Alicia's building a good base here. She just needs to not get flattened out. If she can stand her 4 points, she might have an opportunity to shuck her off and escape. 30 seconds left now. This match might go to overtime here, and Alicia's going to get a chance to find a win in overtime.
Leg.
15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Alicia looks safe here in this position. Lataya might not find a finish in the last few seconds. Looking like we're going to go to overtime here.
Time.
That's it. Very, very good performance by Lataya. Great pressure. Alicia was able to survive throughout that, though, which shows a lot of grit. It's hard to be in those positions on bottom. Very interested to see how this goes now. Lataya starting on the back. Seatbelt and hooks. Alicia's going to get a chance to get her grips. Interesting grip choice by Lataya, going palm to palm. Alicia goes to the right side, getting her head to the mat. She's going to have to get her legs up on the mat, leg pressed, or getting her head to the mat. If she can get her head to the mat, she's almost all the way out. Her head goes to the mat, she finds her hips out, and she's going to be out there.
Head to the mat.
Head to the mat, she can start slipping that elbow. Remember, it's going to be on ride time or submissions here. We're 21 seconds into ride time for Lataya. Alicia's almost out. She's just going to slip that elbow. Time. Very good. 26 seconds for Lataya's first round of overtime.
Yeah. Got this, Alicia.
Alicia now. Good seatbelt grip. That's the grip I like to see. Lataya with her defensive grips. Alicia pulling her to the right side on that choking arm. She's going to have to be careful with her ankles. Very good control so far. Now, if I'm Alicia, I'm going to try and get some ride time here before I sell out to an arm. Close. 17 seconds. 17 seconds. Here we go. Lataya, top of second two. Top of the second inning, excuse me. Same palm to palm grip. She let it go. Alicia's already almost out. She's on her way out there. That's what, 4 seconds? 5 seconds. Very good escape by Alicia. Dire mistake by Lataya there with that grip. So we're going to see how Alicia sets up. Lataya let go of that grip a little early. Alicia's now getting a good seatbelt grip. Lataya doesn't really have a grip on the hands. There it is. Falling to the wrong side, though. Falling to that choking arm side is always dangerous. Well, Alicia with a small mistake, but still on control. She really wants that arm bar when Lataya looks to get out here. She's still on that elbow line. She's still on that elbow line. She hasn't cleared it yet. Alicia can turn this into, ooh, good escape. 20 seconds for Alicia. That ride time's starting to get real close. Going into the top of this third inning, we're really going to see who wants it more here. Lataya now switching to spiderweb. Spiderweb historically is better for getting finishes, but there's also a risk of escape. Lataya with an interesting grip choice, the right arm going through. Usually the left arm goes through and you want the right hand to control the legs when you can. So we're going to see what happens. If Alicia notices this, she might find a way out very quickly.
Elbow to the mat.
We're going to see what happens here.
Yeah, I like that. Come up.
Alicia gets up to her knees, she can slip her elbow.
Fight the leg off your head. Leg off your head.
Alicia showing toughness.
Alicia, push that leg off your head so you can come up. Push it and explode up. Yeah, keep that space.
Good finish by Lataya there. 23 seconds. Alicia's got 23 seconds to find a finish. Let's see if she goes spiderweb here as well. I think she's going to have to go spiderweb just because she didn't find a lot of success on the back. She's got 23 seconds to get a finish. That left arm's nice and deep. We're going to see what happens here. She's got to go. Here we go. 23 seconds to find a finish. Tap, there it is. She found her way to victory. Just like that.
That was really close in
Very
the overtime.
exciting. These overtime rounds always give an opportunity for an upset. Both times we've had matches go to overtime, we've seen Andrew Jeffries find a win, and then now Alicia Dillon find a win. Both out of Bellingham. These guys definitely do their homework in overtime rounds.
Both showed really well.
Excellent, excellent work. All right, now we're going to move on to match 11 out of 13. We're almost at the end here, guys. Kaylin Ray coming in for a combat match against Caleb Abernoth. Kaylin Ray, one of my main training partners, very, very tenacious.
Go get the charged battery over there.
Well, Caleb is one of my main training partners, and he's also tenacious.
Excellent. This makes for a very, very good matchup.
I'm excited.
We gotta change that.
All right, we have a little bit of a technical difficulty right now. We're going to change a battery real quick.
Okay,
We'll be right back in a moment.
These combat and all these grappling matches have been going down to the wire. I'm really excited to announce our next match, which is going to be match 11. I'm stuck on match 10, guys. Which is a 145-pound combat grappling match. Let's get match 10 to the cage, please.
All right, first up to the cage, we have Kaylin Ray fighting at a Titan MMA. Kaylin's a blue belt, been training for about 4 or 5 years now. What can I say about Kaylin?
Caleb has a wrestling background.
Caleb has a wrestling background?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry. Were you trying to?
No, go ahead, please.
Were you still on?
I was on Kaylin, but let's go about Kaylin.
Sorry. They just have such similar names.
I know.
All right, continue what you were saying.
Oh, Kaylin, about 4 years of grappling. He's got a couple MMA fights, a couple kickboxing fights. Like I said, very tenacious, very wily. He can be very mean in his grappling exchanges. Caleb with a wrestling background. I know he's got a couple backyard fights, outdoor
Couple
fights.
street beefs fights.
Excellent.
Yes, his fight name is Gumby.
Gumby MMA.
Gumby
on Instagram.
MMA.
We're gonna have to look up those street beef fights afterwards.
They're pretty fun.
Andy will have to go with the one.
All right, guys, we got a 10-minute match coming up. No heel hooks, no spine locks. Everything else is fair game. Here we go. Kaylin's going to look for that body lock right away and push him up against the cage. Caleb doing a good job fighting with underhooks. There you go. Kaylin looking for that mirror lock early. Good hand fighting, digging for underhooks.
Head up, good posture, head position. Yeah. Yep. Head position.
What I like to see here in these exchanges is we lifted the elbow to get off the wall. We use that underhook to lift at the elbow. A very common mistake is you see people lift at the shoulder and it's just not enough power. Kaylin with a nice entry. Good reversal by Kaylin. Great wrestling exchanges so far. If Kaylin gets his hands together, he's going to look to take him down here. We're going to take him over the backside. Kaylin needs to get his hips in. If he gets his hips in, he's going to find a way to the mat here.
Let's go! Saddle, turn in.
Kaylin's
Slaps
a couple
from
big
Gumby.
strikes on the mat. Kaylin's got to find frames and start getting himself back into a guard position.
That's okay.
Kaylin's got to find his legs back in front of him now. He's building his frames. We're going to start. It's okay. A couple of those strikes aren't the worst. Caleb's got good positioning on top here. Heavy strikes coming from the top.
Let's go!
Kaylin's finding an underhook, trying to look for the back. Caleb's got good pressure on top so far. Good pressure on top, heavy hips.
There you go.
We're a minute and a half into this
Hey,
match.
noodle arm and go to his back.
Oh, big slaps.
Kaylin's now up to his knees, finding his way up. Caleb's heavy on those hands. Kaylin's back to his half guard position now. That was a big slam by Caleb. Big takedown by Caleb. Kaylin found his way back to a half guard with double underhooks, so we're going to start looking to elevate or looking to sweep.
Frame off his face.
Caleb's going to have to cross face and start digging up. Oh, good strikes by Caleb. Here comes the triangle.
Keep your arms to yourself. Keep them in tight.
Okay, let's look for the triangle. Nice control.
Kaylin looking deep at an armbar right now. He's between the armbar and the triangle. Now we're back into a full guard position. Anytime there's separation with these athletes, those strikes come in heavy. Caleb coming in hard with strikes. Kaylin playing a lot off his back right now. I'd like to see Kaylin look to start to try and get on top and utilize sweeps. Caleb with very, very good pressure though. Very good wrestling pressure.
There you go. Walk him back to the cage. Make him uncomfortable. Yeah, put his head in the cage. Just keep shimmying. There you go.
Up against his cage is tough. Kaylin's going to have to start to use the cage to wall walk or find an angle and start to take the back and get up. Kaylin now needs an angle for this triangle. He's putting her off the cage really well. Oh, and now he's found this triangle. He's going to look to strike now or take this armbar. There it is. Kaylin finds his way to victory. What a match.
That was a great one.
What a crazy match. Kayla with really, really good pressure on top. Heavy, heavy strikes. Kaylin stayed very composed, though, found his way to victory. What an
sneaky.
excellent match.
That was great.
Excellent match. All right, guys, next up we have our co-main event. Co-main event coming in at our 130 Pankration bout between Rachel Hofer from Titan MMA and Aoi Fujiyama from Diaz Combat Sports.
Aoi's coming off of a win at Koga against a really tough opponent, really game opponent. That was a pretty boxing heavy fight.
Yes, I remember actually watching that fight on YouTube a couple days after. They had a very, very striking heavy fight.
It was
Two
really
girls walking forward swinging at each other. Exciting.
Yes.
And actually Rachel's coming off her first win in MMA, very similar fight, both girls looking to strike and land heavy shots. So we're going to see what happens here.
I'm excited about this one.
Rachel Little Dirty Fingers Hofer coming into the cage. Also known as Rachel Chucky Hofer. I'm not sure I've met someone who likes to fight as much as Rachel Hofer. I've never seen somebody so excited on fight day. Usually people are nervous.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, Aoi Fujiyama coming to the cage out of Diaz Combat Sports. Again, guys, these Pankration bouts, striking on the feet, grappling on the ground. No strikes on the ground. A little different than our combat jiu-jitsu rule sets, which is only strikes on the ground.
Kind of opposite.
Nice opposite day.
Very fun.
Rachel Hofer repping the Ghost Grappling brand. One of the big sponsors of Titan MMA.
Big kick right away.
Rachel loves that pressure. Those underhooks are good. She's going to have to look for a body lock. Good knees to the body.
Nice knees.
We're going to see a lot of these wrestling exchanges, I think. A lot of cage work. Both girls like the dirty boxing. Both girls like to exchange. Rachel with good pressure so far.
Really good control.
Rachel just has to keep digging for those underhooks. Big
Nice
knees.
turn from Aoi.
Nice. Oh, good strikes on the exit. Rachel with more volume so far. Big takedown. There it is, and she's on top. Rachel doesn't want to get caught in close guard, though. She's going to have to pass the legs. She's going to have to step over and pass the legs. Aoi doing a good job keeping the legs in front of her. Very interesting to see grappling exchanges when you can't strike.
This is a really, really dominant position for MMA.
Yes, it's very hard to pass the guard when you can't strike and open things up. So now Rachel's in a very good position, half guard up against the cage. Now Rachel's going to look to start pulling her off the cage. If she can pull her hips away from the cage, she's going to be in a good position. Rachel can start getting that underhook back, cross-facing the face and getting that underhook back.
Let's get back to it.
She's going to pull her away from the cage here.
Push her head, push her head.
Aoi needs to get that arm off that. Oh,
Trying to shimmy up.
turn into a good guillotine. Rachel fights her way out really well. She's got that leg pin. This is good wrestling from Rachel Hofer. And a big takedown again, almost in the full mount. Aoi's just good wrestling back to her feet. Rachel very physical though.
Where's her heart? Where's her heart here, Allie? Now move your feet. Move your feet. That's it. Where's the underhook? Keep going. Towards the underhook. Towards the underhook.
Very, very grindy first round.
Yeah, really good knees from Rachel. Those hurt.
That's it. Nice. Now move our feet. Whoa. Right hand. That's it, Allie. Nice. Frame. Nice, Allie.
This is a very exciting round. A lot of back and forth.
That's it. Nice, Allie.
15 seconds left in the first round.
There we go. Let's get some damage here now.
Last 10 seconds.
Knee the legs. 10 seconds, ladies. That's it. Nice work, Allie. Keep doing damage here. That's it.
Time.
That's it.
Very good first round. Exciting first round. Rachel coming in hot with physicality and takedowns. Aoi looking good, getting back to her feet, using that pressure in the last little bit of the round.
She's doing a good job of spinning off of the cage.
Keeping herself out of danger. Couple big breaths from Aoi. Rachel still looks
Really,
very
really good
composed.
knees from Rachel. Those look like they hurt.
She's done a lot of work on those wrestling exchanges up against the cage, and most of that work being done with Lupita. So you know that she's going to be very sharp up against the cage. Lupi, a very strong wrestler in her own right. You can see all those fights in the UFC.
She recently fought Angela Hill.
Yeah, very, very good fight. All right, getting ready for round two. Second 3-minute round of our 3 possible rounds. Here comes Rachel and Aoi, round 2.
There we go. Hands up, circle, move now.
A lot of the hands being exchanged right now. Good kicks. Rachel coming in heavy, pushing Aoi back up against the cage.
And crazy pace.
Very high pace from both these girls. Rachel really likes to put the pressure on her, but Aoi likes to walk forward and throw.
Yeah, they're both comfortable in the pocket.
Big body kick by Rachel next to a teep. Start looking to see that teep come upstairs now.
Yes. Nice. Nice. Keep moving our feet. That's it. Down and top. That's it. Nice, Allie. Disengage. Frame off the face. There we go.
These are very, very heavy exchanges. These girls have not stopped working. We're 1 minute into the second round. I don't think we've seen a break in action yet.
Not even a little bit.
Rachel with an underhook now, pushing up against the cage. Aoi doing a good job keeping herself off the wall. She reverses position.
Oh, that was nice.
Rachel's going to have to underhook at the elbow.
That's it.
Good exit.
Disengage.
I like that little overhand on the clinch exit.
Rachel's shooting in very well. Aoi stuffing these takedowns in the second round though. Looking
Good knee
very
though
good
from
on her
Rachel.
feet. Rachel taking a couple big breaths. We got 1 minute left. 1 minute in the second round. A couple big shots by Aoi. Another takedown by Rachel. Heavy, heavy pressure against the cage. That face pressure is not nice to deal with. Good heavy hips by Rachel. She's pinning her very well. If she can take her off the wall, if Rachel can turn her off the wall, this is going to be very dangerous for Aoi. Aoi's got to start using the wall to climb up, so Rachel has to pull her off of it. Very good mount position by Rachel. Rachel just has to stay composed here. She's going to be in a very good position. Rachel can take away that wrist control. She's going to put her on the mat. She's going to put her on the mat here.
That's it.
10 seconds left. Let's see if Rachel can do something with it.
Keep working to get back up.
Round ends here.
Keep going. Yep, that's it. Under.
Good end of the second round. Very good round by these girls. Big breath by both girls, though.
That was a lot of work.
That was a lot of
That
work.
was intense.
Again, I don't think we saw a break in action in that round. That
Literally
was 3
not.
minutes of non-stop.
Yeah. Like, not even like.
Not a second of break.
Not a second.
Rachel showing signs of fatigue, sitting on the mat now. First round, she was on her feet. Howie still looks about the same. Not too tired yet.
He was
Breathing a little heavy. We're going to see who really, really wants it now in this third round.
Seconds out.
All right, third and final round here. Third and final for Rachel and Alan. Let's see if somebody wants to find a finish today.
Straighten out that right hand.
Right hand straight. Yes, watch it. That's it. Yes, that's what we want.
Both girls not afraid to strike. Rachel coming in heavy with those teeps.
She's got a little bit of a length advantage. So those kicks are nice.
Now we're going to have to see those teeps start to come upstairs.
There we go. Side to side.
Body kick, Rachel's with good footwork, good movement. Aoi still staying in front of her a little bit, but not afraid to throw. Big shot by Aoi there. Good knee by Rachel, forward pressure by Rachel. Good exchanges by both girls.
Yes.
Way to get deep on that body lock. Big takedown by Rachel. Now Rachel just has to pass the legs. She's got an underhook. She's got good head control. Let's see her pass the legs now into a mount position.
Push the head down. Now. Push the head. There. Now get up. Let's go. Ray, get up. Push the head down. Let's go. Keep pushing the head down. One hand.
The battle's going to be Rachel trying to get her hands together and pull Aoi off the cage, and Aoi's trying to push that head down and get it back up to her feet and build a base.
Now get up.
Rachel's getting ready to pass, though. Rachel's getting ready to pass into a mount position. This is not good for Aoi. Aoi's going to have to give up the head there. She's going to have to let go of that neck. Now Rachel's in a good position. Pulls her off the cage. Rachel's got a minute and a half to work.
This was a really dominant smothering position.
Yeah, this is very good positioning by Rachel.
Let's get back to half here.
Aoi's getting crushed here in this spot. Looking to turn and give up her back to start getting up to her feet.
Don't give your back. Turn back to
We
half.
got
Turn in.
1 minute left in this
There you
third
go.
round.
Push on her right knee. That's it.
Last minute of the third round here.
Inside.
Rachel's got good pressure in this mount position. She's going to have about 50 seconds to find a finish.
Bring with the left hand. There you go. Slide it in.
Good, keep going, keep going.
Oh, Rachel looking for this mounted triangle. Aoi defending very well so far. We got, Rachel's got 40 seconds to find a finish here. 40 seconds to find a finish. Aoi's doing good defending on the bottom. Hard to see the feet. Rachel back in the mount position. Back in the mount position.
There we go. Keep going. Out the back door. Nice. On your feet. On your feet. Up. Circle. Move.
Find your hands now. Find your hands.
20 seconds left. Who wants it more? These girls are going to exchange. Big takedown attempt by Rachel. Push her up against the fence. Body lock. Hits in. Last 10 seconds. Who wants it? Who wants it?
Underhook inside. Underhook. Fight it under. Yes.
Great fight by both these girls.
Great fight.
What a war. What a war. Great fight by Aoi and Rachel.
A lot of action at the end there, too.
Very exciting fight. Both these girls put it on the line today.
Okay, everybody. We're now getting ready for our final match of the evening. Oh, I know. I hope you're ready for the biggest guys in the room to go after it with all the tools. This is a heavyweight pankration fight. Let's get match number 13 to the cage, please.
All right, main event. Match 13, we have Thomas Ebby out of Bellingham MMA versus Mark Raposa out of Kaiju. Heavyweight pankration, guys. What a main event to have. Thomas Ebby, a big, tall heavyweight, looking like he's 6'3".
Thomas has been training hard for this fight. He's really, really hungry for matches right now. It's hard to find matches as a heavyweight.
As a heavyweight, always hard to find. Heavyweights and lightweight girls, always the hardest
Yes.
to find.
So, yeah, he's excited for this one. I'm excited.
Mark Raposa looks excited too.
Let's get it, Tom.
Yeah, Mark is fighting out of a great kickboxing gym, Kaiju Kickboxing. I'm a fan of that gym.
These Kaiju guys, a lot on the card. All of these guys come to fight every day. All right, here we go. Main event. Round 1 of 3. Oh, Mark in
Big right hand.
Thomas's face early. Mark with the body lock, double underhooks. These boys are here to move.
There you go. Let's get some knees. Knees tap, knee tap. There you go. Knee tap. Run.
Thomas.
Mark can dig an underhook off of that. Oh. Thomas hitting hard here.
Push.
Those knees to the body will pay dividends for Thomas.
Body shots.
Mark using that heavy pressure to keep Thomas up against the cage. I think it's in Mark's favor to use a little bit of grindy wrestling right now, tire out Thomas. Thomas clearly the more athletic fighter.
Like 30 miles a day.
Turn him, Mark. Turn him. There we go. Drive. There you go again. Turn him again. Turn him on the hips. Push and then use the other hip turn. Even the legs. Use the hip turn. Even the legs. Push. 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 Pump. Let's go. Gave up that under.
Those are really heavy
Big
knees.
knee by Thomas. Big knee.
You can arm punch there with your right arm. Move. Get out of there. There's nothing blocking your head. What are we doing? Nothing blocking our head.
Mark's gonna have to start using an underhook to circle off the cage. He's got to use that underhook. Thomas with big, heavy knees to the stomach. Those are gonna pay off again later in the rounds.
Cross-face scissor. Wider, Mark. Wider.
Halfway through the first round.
Heavy on that side.
Oh. There's a big takedown for Thomas. Mark's gonna have to find his way out now. Again, guys, no punching on the ground. Thomas forcing his way to a Kimura position. We might see a break here. We're looking at a finish. That cage is saving Mark right now. Thomas is gonna have to pull him off the cage and get him to the mat. If Thomas can pull him off the cage and put his back on the mat, he's gonna get a finish. Mark uses it to reverse position. Big position reversal. No ground and pound though, so we're gonna see what Mark can do from here.
Getting interesting.
Don't pull guard though.
He's heavy on the neck.
Yep, nice. Hips in.
Thomas is gonna have to dig an underhook and start finding his way to his knees here. We got 30 seconds left in the first round.
Underhook. Left arm. Make him tired. Put your weight on him.
Lots of pressure from Mark here. This is what he wants. Heavy, grindy first round. Take a little energy out of Thomas.
Grind. Put that weight on him. Wear that weight on him.
Turn.
Thomas looked really good early in that first round. We're going to have to see what Mark's going to do in the second.
Really interesting first round.
Clearly Mark won the grappling exchange at the end there, so I think he's going to want to see it go to the ground faster.
I think that's going to be his plan. And if I were him, I would not want to stand with Thomas.
Thomas looks like he hits hard.
Good punches, though, from both fighters.
Big, heavy shots in that first round.
Seconds out.
Here we go, round 2 of 3.
Come on, Thomas. Dominate. Yup. Here, watch.
All right, fight ready. Fight.
And here we go. Mark with big kicks to start things off. Again, early looking for the shot, like we just talked about. Mark looking for those grappling exchanges now. Thomas using that underhook to get off the wall. Very good.
And this is a good position for Thomas to be in.
This is where Thomas wants to be on the offense against the cage. Good head position by Thomas. Big knee. Nice by Mark. Big knee. Thomas got to start to have to circle off that cage again. He's got an underhook at the elbow. That's a good spin though. Span the other way. Big knees by Thomas.
Those knees are adding up.
These are starting to pay off.
Oh, big right hand.
Mark is making this a grind.
Push that head up in him. There you go. Go. Single. Hey, stay single. Stay square. Go, pressure single. Run it. He's over you. Run it. Heel. Back. Knee.
Interesting battle. Thomas looking to knee that body.
Break off and punch, Mark.
Mark's starting to get those knees, looking like a little fatigue setting in.
Right arm under.
Yeah, those knees,
They pay off.
they make you tired.
They pay off. Especially those knees to the thigh. People don't think they hurt, but they hurt.
It's like a leg kick.
Another knee to the body. Thomas really finding a home for those knees. Opening up with the hands.
Shoot, Mark. Go. You got it.
Oh, Mark almost had the
Looking for a
momentum to
takedown.
take him over.
Knee tap. Go on the knee tap. Go. Turn. You gotta circle over.
45 seconds left in this second round. What a battle back and forth so far.
Behind the leg. Get behind the leg. Left knee circle. There you go.
Big knee by Thomas.
Turn again. Go. Exit. Doing great.
Underhook and turn. Work those investments on that leg.
Right underhook and turn. Don't stay wide. Go out the back door. Okay, plumb pass.
What a grind.
Plumb.
I'm tired just watching these two.
Plumb grip.
Another big knee by Thomas. Now the hands.
Big
Now we're
right
starting to see
hand.
it pay off. Thomas can break away from that clinch a little. Big takedown. End of the second round.
That was a very interesting round.
1 round left, guys. 1 round left.
It's over, guys.
Also notice the ringman, Aaron Tischinger, is our ringman tonight.
Last one, caveman, last one.
Aaron, the long boy Tischinger. We got long. Okay, so that happens on the screen.
So we're in our third and final round now. Both guys showing signs of fatigue. Not surprising with heavyweights. Both guys still able to hit hard though. I think Mark's going to come out and look for that takedown early. Thomas is going to look to keep that pressure against the cage, land some knees, maybe find a finish with some body shots.
That's been working for him. And he might try to use that investment to set up a headshot.
Could be. He was finding success at the end there, opening up the hands to the head when those knees started to land. So we'll see if that happens a little earlier. Thomas might go to the well there a little bit earlier in this third and final round.
Yeah, Thomas, let's go. Right. Let's go, Mark. Let's go. Hands up. Kick. Hey, kick. Kick. Let's go, Thomas. Now 6. Shoot.
If he wants to ignore it, they can pay for it, right?
Another teep to the body.
Let's go. Change your level, Mark.
Thomas starting to use his range now. This is what we want to see.
Push it down. Underneath.
You got 9 and 7,
The
right?
strength's coming. Go underneath.
You didn't even take that kick.
Let's go, go.
Hey, there was.
Shoot, shoot.
Let's get to the body lock.
Thomas looking to set something up. Lots of feints to set things up. He wants that right hand. Another shot to the body.
Circling to your right.
Thomas is using this range really well. Mark seems to be fatiguing a little bit on the outside.
Deep kickbox. Let's go.
See that teep to the head now. Nice body kick. Mark chases it well.
Good job, Mark. That's it.
That's what happens when you don't set up your kicks though. Using too many of those kicks naked, people are going to grab them and shoot the takedowns.
It can be risky to kick in MMA.
Got to set them up with punches.
All right, your hips are free. What do? Plum. Let's go. Plum. Plum and pull. It's over there. Right there. Other side. Wizard. Yes. Yes. Good. Punch and pull. Go. Now, put your leg back down. Pull. Pull, Mark. Pull. Leg down. Pull, Mark. Pull. Yes, pull. Pull the bull.
1:30 left in this final round. Very back and forth so far.
Knee, Mark. Knee the knee. Knee's legs. Knee's legs, Mark. Knee. Knee the thigh. Knee. Down more. Now knee tap. Knee tap. Watch this knee, Mark.
Knee might be coming.
Yeah, Thomas setting it up with a heavy frame there. Gave up the knee and the frame. Big knee there. Let's see it again.
Great. Knee tap. Let's go. You're right on the same angle you need. Singles there, Mark. Singles there. Let's go, Mark. Go. Let's go, man. Go for it.
Starting to get in a bit of a pushing match. There it is on the single. Thomas defends well, lands a big knee, pushes him up against the cage. We got 45 seconds left in this final round. Thomas seems to be edging his way out.
Plum. Other side. Left arm.
Another big right hand. There it is. Let's see if one of these guys wants to find a finish.
Throw the overhand.
Good jab to set it up.
There we go, Mark.
Who wants it more? We got 25 seconds left.
Go.
These two have really shown out in our main event. Big shot by Thomas. Let's see if Thomas can find a home in the last 15 seconds here.
15 seconds, Mark.
Who wants to dig deep and find a win?
Overhand. There you go. Drive. Takedown. Single.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Time!
Great fight by both these. What an excellent event. Every single match tonight, very exciting. From match 1 with Faith Van Dyke and Billy Thorncraft all the way down to match 13 with Thomas Ebby and Mark Raposa. Every single match has been exciting tonight.
Good fight.
Again, I'm very glad there wasn't judges because most of these fights, I don't know who's going to win them.
A lot of them were really close.
Too close to call, I
Really good
think.
matches. I feel like we didn't have any crazy mismatches.
No, which is goes to show that these matchmakers know what they're doing. Well, that's it for Battle Pankration tonight, guys. Very exciting main event. You can catch these wonderful people at Bellingham MMA over on Flow Grappling on October 15th for the next Battle Grappling. They have a big 16-man tournament for $1,000. They got a couple super matches. They have another 8-man tournament on there, so there's going to be a lot of grappling coming up. October 15th on Flow. Make sure you guys check it out.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Thank you all for having us. Thank you for joining us. Jordan, signing off.
All right, Aaron, signing off.